Titan from Titan Prime here. We're going to be doing a Lord overview with Teclis and the High Elves. If you take a look here, Teclis' starting army starts off with a Swordsmaster of Hoeth, a Spearman, Archers, Tyrannoc Chariots, Frostheart Phoenix, and Bolt Throwers, which are artillery. He has Diplomatic Relations, reduced allied recruitment cost, recruit rank increased for mages, which is good. Decreased recruitment cost for Swordsmasters. Also, if you take a look here, he starts here at the bottom of the map, which is right next to Leech, which is your mortal enemy. Okay, even says it right here.
I am Tyrion, heir.
There is no limit to my power.
So, what the point of that is, we are going to be doing a turn 1 domination guide focused on dominating Leech. We're going to be doing normal difficulty, just like anybody else that's starting out the game. Okay? So, let's dive right in.
Loremaster of
Okay, if you take a look here, you earn influence, manipulate other factions, just like Leech. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing Teclis' Loremaster of Hoeth. We're going to place that right into the army.
They are under my protection.
there is no
We're going to look
limit
at
to my
his
power.
military advancements, and we're just going to grab this right off the bat because it's your only option right now, but in the future you're going to want to get into these trade advancements, which means you're going to need to build some of these buildings requirements. Okay, so let's take a look here. When we look at what the main objective is for Teclis,
Yes.
his fortress is over here, so he starts actually away from his fortress. Now, there's a couple ways you can play this.
Sweltering.
You can literally just run away up north because the enemies are a lot easier up there, okay? Or you can take the heroic path and you can dive right in here and good old Leech is waiting for you. Now, if you don't take this guy out, he will become literally one of the biggest pain in the butts
High Loremaster
in the
of
entire
Hoeth.
game. Okay? So, I would highly recommend taking him out. We have Teclis himself, the legendary lord. Super powerful.
Defender of truth.
He's got great armor. But guess what? He does have a massive spell arsenal. Okay,
Choose to live
so
here.
as you upgrade this guy, he gets more and more powerful. He has a couple spells in every lore of magic, and that he has the lore of mist coming up, which is going to be coming from the Tides of Torment DLC, December 4th. Alright, so let's jump on in. We're going to take this guy out. Okay, so we get a decisive victory here.
A steady hand is needed.
We're going to auto-resolve it. I would recommend battling that if you guys want experience. And we don't really need experience right now for the actual troops. You can replenish, but the reality is the money is always going to help with the High Elves. So we're going to grab the money. Okay. From here, you get a quest to take this, but you definitely want to apply your skill points first. Okay. So one of the best ways to do that is you can grab another mage spell, which casts more damage. Or you can grab this, which eventually allows your militia to become better. But we're going to grab the Flock of Doom,
Teclis.
which is
High
great for
Loremaster.
mass amounts of troops. You can throw that on there. And then we're going to grab this guy some melee attack, armor piercing weapon damage, and a charge bonus. I'll give him a little bit more of an advantage in battle. Keep him sustainable. Okay, we got our main capital, the Fortress of Dawn, and the militia camp, okay? And then you can get up to the Lothern Sea Guard. You guys know, one of my favorite troops because it's just super solid. Shielded, has great military combat, and on top of that, you can also have a ranged attack. Alright,
As I
so
expected.
let's attack this Light's Dawn over here.
By the gods! My powers are needed here.
We get a little Forbidden Rod, so that's good. Basically what that's going to do is boost our spell intensity by 10%. Alright, we are going to loot and occupy so we can get a little unit replenishment if you feel like your armor is getting too low, but next turn it's going to kind of replenish on its own. So the reality is, if you want to sack it, you can. However, you're going to have to rebuild it, which might cost more in the long run. So it really depends on the faction.
Claim their meager treasures.
So if you look
Master
here,
of the White Tower.
we got 1,000 to occupy
I take
it.
possession.
Okay, it's
By the
free,
gods.
but it costs 850 to repair this and 1740 to repair that. Okay. So, if you guys are going to do this max effect, you probably just want to occupy this, okay? Alright, so we're going to go skill points. If we're going to take out Teclis, we're going to need to have a sustainable army. And, or sorry, if we're going to take out the old Zinch, we're gonna also need some campaign movement. Okay, so we're gonna assign a couple more skill points. This is also good. It's gonna increase all your unit experience gain. You can get this from the Loremaster of Hoeth, or you can get some weapon strength, melee defense, melee attack, which I generally go for melee attack first. Getting increased a chance of hitting your opponent is always good. So, this is a great spell regeneration, okay? It's gonna heal people in the area, so he's kind of a support character. But for now, we're gonna go with our training. Make sure our troops are nice and strong. Alright, so next turn, your whole goal would be to shoot up here. Okay, take this out. And if you take a look here, Kairos Fateweaver is awaiting. So,
Hoeth's chosen.
what I would recommend is you're going to want to suit up your army. Make sure you have maximum firepower. These guys are daemons, so they are very weak against armor. Okay, so they have an anti-infantry Chaos Knight, and they have some flying cavalry, some guys with flaming attacks and warp flames. So ideally, you're going to want to get something that counters that cavalry, so you're going to get some spearmen. And then what we're going to do is, because we want to soup this strategy up, we want to take out Kairos. So how we're going to do that is we're going to supplement our lord over here, and we can look at the different lords. The Lord of Death is great because if you throw it on a Lord caster, it will reduce their strength basically by just siphoning all of their health out and giving you health. Okay, and I really recommend that. You're going to use this ability right here called Spirit Leech. Okay, highly recommend. Alright. Targeting range or income decrease. Well, she's going to be a lord where this won't matter this turn because Dawn's Light has to repair. So we're going to get her. Recruit her.
High Elven Archmage.
And basically for right now you can't get the regiments of renown, but there are some pretty great ones in here. Okay. So eventually grabbing some of these Lothern Sea Guard, as you know. Okay, and the Shadow Warriors.
High Loremaster.
High Elven Archmage.
We're going to throw a Spirit Leech, okay, on this Archmage. Now remember, she gets increased strength right off the bat. She gets to be level 6. So she starts off at a higher level than Teclis. So you're going to recruit her immediately. You're going to grab the Spirit Leech. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to essentially spam that on that guy, that Tzeentch guy. Okay, this is gonna debuff their army, so these are always good. And then you can always get Inspiring Presence. This gives a little bit of leadership aura and unit experience, but for right now, she's got to keep up with Teclis, so we're going to give her this. We're going to go to our Diplomacy. Quick deal. There's nothing right now other than we do want to create a trade to Zatlan, because we don't want a war. So as you build trade agreements up, you will gain relation, and that will improve your overall ability to deal with Tzeentch. Okay guys, so we can also look at this. So oracles at the court. In the future you'll be able to improve relations using this. So that's it for now guys. I hope you enjoyed the guide. Drop a comment if you guys have any other ideas. Like, subscribe. Titan Prime out.
Subscribe, and let the winds of magic answer your call.